in today's video, we'll be looking at Royal Night by Dolce & Gabbana, The One, and The One Luminous Night by Dolce & Gabbana. And I'll let you guys know which one I prefer and why coming up. Now, the Royal Night I'm going to start with. This one smells like The One Eau de Parfum, but in a more concentrated and amber direction. This one also smells a bit more masculine than The One EDP, and overall I believe it also smells a bit more masculine between these two right here. The One Royal Night as well also has a bit more projection, I feel. In terms of longevity, they are both pretty similar. Now, the One Royal Night has this amber masculine scent that a lot of people actually really like, that I've come across. It's a well-favored DNA. I mean, that One DNA is a very aromatic and sweet, but not like a bubblegum sweet. Instead, it's more like an amber sweet, which is this warm, sensual, seductive fragrance. Now, moving on to the Luminous Night, the One Luminous Night, it's got a little bit of a twist on it. It's got that The One DNA, but they added a bit more incense, a bit more smokiness, in addition to something that brings a different type of sweetness, which is the dates. The dates in this, if you guys have not had dates before, smells totally different in a fragrance compared to actually eating it. So I don't know why I even brought that up, but anyways, this fragrance has this smoky sweetness, and it has a little bit of a masculine side on the undertone. When it dries down, it becomes a bit more incensey with a bit of that amber masculinity that The One carries in the DNA. It almost feels like amber that's burning very softly, and it's giving off this masculine vibe and a nice aromatic scent that I'm sure girls will love. It smells way more complex than what it is. Like, if I had smelled this blindfolded, I would think it's a really expensive fragrance. However, I mean, it's like it's about $60 you can find it for. Now, which one do I prefer between these two? I've said the positives for this one, but I can reiterate them. So, the One Royal Night, the positives is that stronger sillage, a bit more of a masculine scent, less smoky. So if you're not into the smoky, incensey type of smells, then I would stay away from Luminous Night. And also, this one is more similar to the One EDP. So if you like that one, you'll probably like this one. It's just on a stronger scale, a bit more of a clear scale. The EDP barely lasted on me, that's why I don't own it anymore. And then Luminous Night, by the way, when I'm talking about the EDP, the One EDP, I'm going to put a picture of what it looks like. That's what I've been talking about. So sorry if I caused any confusion. Luminous Night, the positives is that the date in it is very unique. Addition of that date note mixed with the incense really switches up the fragrance in the opening. Kind of gives you something new from the One line. Also, what I like about this is that it smells way more expensive than what it is. That being said, I do prefer Royal Night. Now, I do like Luminous Night, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a very nice fragrance, and I still agree, or I still can back up anything I said about it that's been positive. But I just sometimes feel like the smokiness can get a bit annoying after you use it for a while. So that's why Luminous Night kind of just went down a little bit. But the Royal Night, that amber, masculine, seductive scent that it has is so addictive, and like, smelling this in the air or getting an occasional whiff from it when I can't smell it at all, and I start to get a whiff out of it from my arm, and I'm like, wow, I smell good. You know, it's just, it makes you smell good or feel good, whatever you want. And I feel like this kind of brings out a lot more from you wearing it, whereas this one, I kind of see it as a quality piece that you can own and show off to people. That's a good, I think, ending to the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know by liking or commenting down below. Have a blessed evening, night, day, blessed life.